Hey guys, Hoonie here, back with another deck profile. Today I have my Fluffal deck. This deck is pretty fucking insane when it goes off, but if you mill the wrong card off Toy Vendor, it's pretty ass. I know what you're thinking. Where is Classic Fans number 2? Where are the I Win Retard videos? Well, let's be real. I'm still banned from Classic Fans, and a lot of the material some of my friends have been sending me, I'm really not feeling it. It's not autistic enough for me. And like I Win Retard gets really stale after a while. Like it's really just the same shit over and over. People either just go AFK or they're just really mad. And I giggled like a 12-year-old to myself while I reconsider my life choices. So anyway, Fluffals are pretty goddamn good. Then they go off, like I said. But Toy Vendor is such a coin flip, it sucks ass. But let's get into it. So, of course, you run your 3 dog. He is your Stratos. He's the best boy. Grabs any Fluffal or Sabers. 1 summoned. Then you play the 3 Penguin, because Penguin's the best fusion material to use. Because when he's used, sent to the graveyard for a fusion, you draw 2, discard 1. He also has an effect on field that's not hard once per turn. To special summon a Fluffal from your hand, so if you have multiple, you can just fucking go ham and make clinks like crazy. You know, we run the 2 bear along with the 2 wings. I'm really considering cutting wings to 2. Look at that fucking glare. Wings to 1, my bad. It's late, I'm tired. High off perks. But like, you can always just side it out game 2. It's not terrible. And then for the 1-ofs, I play the 1 cat, the 1 sheep, the 1 owl, and of course the 1 dolphin. So, a lot of people don't play cat because it's kind of a brick, and I can't disagree, because sometimes, yeah, it's pretty ass, but recycling that poly is pretty useful. Sheep's really good for link plays. Owl gets you poly when you don't see it, and Dolphin's the kind of card where if you want it, you're going to search it with your Penguin combo to make Toad. It's really fucking nice, Pog. You can make Toad as your 4th summon to out Nibiru and other bullshit. Edge, so you play the 1 Sabers because he's searchable. The 3 Scythe, because he is the hand trap. He lets you fuse from your hand on your opponent's turn. Also, if Frightful would be destroyed, you can banish it from your graveyard. And then we play the 3 Chain, because Chain, when it's sent to the graveyard from hand or field, you get to search a Frightful card. Also, it's the effect when one attacks, you get to search an Edge Chain from your deck, which is sometimes not that relevant, but like in a really grindy game, fuck it, dude, you get free beat sticks. Free 1,200 beat sticks. And then the only hand trap you're really going to run is the side frames. I love drawing my driver. I pitch it off a Toy Vendor all the time, and I never get shit. But this package is really good because you can do a lot of stuff before you even put a monster on board with your searches and your draws. So it fits really perfectly. Spells, Toy Vendor, this card is pretty insane when it goes off, and when it doesn't, it feels really goddamn bad. But what you do is you discard a card, you draw a card and reveal it. If it's a Fluffal, you can summon any monster from your hand. If not, it goes straight to the grave. And then when it goes, this card's sent to the grave, you can search any Sabers or your Fluffal monster from your deck to your hand. And this card is not a hard once per turn, so you just go insane with the draws and the searches. Combo that with our Foolish Burial Goods just to send it. It's basically just a Rhoda, but it also combos with another card we'll get to really soon. 3 polys, and I gotta say, these Gold Rare polys are pretty hot. The best part about them is that with these being so thick on these edges, you know, you kind of draw them a lot more. So, thanks, Konami. The 1 Frightful Fusion, I'd run 2 if I could, but it's not, it's a hard once per turn card, so drawing multiples ass, but when you mill it, it's ass, so really, in general, this card's just ass. 3 Patchwork, this card's just Pot of Greed, this grabs you any Edge monster and a Polymerization. It's insane, this card is fucking crazy good. The 1 Repair, you're gonna send this off of Whale most of the time. It's just a free summon from hand, or if you have, well, my cat's going fucking nuts, attacking the Christmas tree and shit. Basically just recursion, but you usually dump it off your whale for a free summon. And then last but not least, the 3 Forbidden Droplet. This card was fucking made for this deck. You can send your chain, get a search. You can send Toy Vendor, get a search. Damage set. Like, this card just does everything. It's really good for this deck because you have a lot of cards that don't mind being in the graveyard. Toy Vendor just combos so well with it. Like, I can't stress this enough. Card's just so good. If you don't have that card, you could play Imperm or Poly, but fuck it, dude. If you got the fucking droplets, you play that. Extra deck, you're gonna run the 3 Whale. If you're not running VFD or VFD gets banned, thanks Virtual World, you can just cut this down to 2. You don't really need 3 at that point. 1 Sabertooth. It doesn't really come up that often, but sometimes it's just a free body. Combos really well with Kraken for OTKs and making rank 8 occasionally when you brick. 1 Wolf. You don't have to play Wolf, but sometimes when you just fight for Fusion for a shit ton of monsters, you can just steal the game out of nowhere. And then the 1 Tiger. Tiger's really good for popping shit and buffing our monsters that a lot of people seem to forget about. Then we play the Toad and Shark package. You make this with our Penguin Dolphin combo. I play the 1 Galaxy Lord rank 8. You could play number 38 for spell negation if you want. But I thought I'd try this guy out because he's been sitting in my trade binder. No one wants him, so I still did fucking make him. But he's there. And then True King, this card just ends turns. Like, this card's fucking bonkers. It probably should get banned, but I really don't want it to. Lynx, we play the 1 Cross Sheep because it's a fucking fusion deck. The Lambda, because we play Gammas, and you can sometimes just make like Lambda VFD, dumb shit like that, really good. And then the Appaloosa, you can end on like Appaloosa, VFD Toad very easily. And then the last monster is just the 1 Omega for dumping off of shit like, what's that deck, Dogmatica. Or if we make the Omega, we can just rip a card out of the hand. Pretty good. So now let's go show you a test hand / combo real quick, just so you can get like a feel for like what the deck wants to do. Let's draw our hand here. Okay, so for reals, we're gonna actually shuffle the deck up. Cuts, look away, obviously. Try to get the closest to like an actual like hand. I don't fucking know. This hand's actually pretty good, despite the fact that there's no edge imps or polys, but we're gonna see what we draw here off our combo. So this is like pretty good. You really want to see like Penguin and Foolish Goods, because you're always gonna like draw an insane amount of cards. So we'll goods here. You send your Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor will activate and search Dolphin. Add Dolphin to our hand. I'm not gonna reshuffle because we're going right back in. Normal Penguin. Penguin's affect the special Dolphin, and then Dolphin's going to set Toy Vendor from the field to the field, and then send a Fluffal from our deck to graveyard, and we're gonna send Fluffal Wings. So now we're gonna go ahead and make our Bahamut Shark. And I like to detach Dolphin because sometimes you can resummon the Penguin later off of like a Cross Sheep or something. So now we're gonna flip up Toy Vendor. And I think because of like our hand, we have 2 dogs. I'm just gonna chance it and pitch for the vendor, and we get Owl. That's fucking awesome. So we're gonna special summon Owl with Toy Vendor. Keep in mind we could special summon our dog, but I'm just gonna do Owl because it's gonna thin our deck out a little more. I mean, thin it out the same either way, but Poly is super good. Cuts. Okay, so looking at our grave now, I'm gonna use Wings effects. We're gonna banish Wings and the dog because we're gonna use dog this turn anyway. We don't need another, so we can draw off the first set of Wings, and then by sending Toy Vendor to the grave, you draw a second card, and now we get to search off of Toy Vendor. And I think we're gonna just go ahead and grab Edge Imp Sabers. That's the next card. Looking pretty good here now. This is exactly what you want to see. So I'm gonna do Poly with Sabers. I can cheat Fluffal, Penguin, and Dog onto the board with a, actually, before we even do that, we're actually just gonna use these two to make Cross Sheep. Now that I think of it. Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna Poly. Shit, I mean, we can do Penguin and Sabers. Actually, we don't have to use Cat yet. And we're gonna make Kraken. Yeah, Whale, not Kraken, fuck. So it's gonna go like this. Chain Link 1. Either Cross Sheep or Penguin, it really doesn't matter, because Whale's gonna be Chain Link 3 then. So, Cross Sheep will target our Penguin, and then Penguin's effect to draw 2, discard 1, and then we're going to chain Kraken to send a Frightfur card from our deck to graveyard to boost his attack. So we send Repair, because Repair is just a free summon. And it also helps us dig for shit we would need. Cuts. Penguin, draw 2. Chain, that's perfect. We're going to pitch Chain, and then Sheep will activate. And we'll summon our Penguin. So Chain will activate now. We can search out any Frightfur card. I'm going to grab Frightfur Fusion, because that just guarantees we have VFD on board now. So, of course, we'll just do Frightfur Fusion. Banish Chain, because he's used up his purpose. And we'll just banish the Owl, because we don't really need it. We can banish Owl or Dolphin. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. Whoa! Summon Whale. Overlay for the rank 9 broken monster. True king of all bullshit. Alright, so we have a Penguin on the field now. So I think what we can do is we're just going to special summon Fluffal Dog with Penguin's effect. And then search off of Dog, and then Dog. Probably just grab Sheep, because now we can just do. We can just summon Sheep, and then we can use Sheep's effect. We're gonna bounce Penguin to special summon a Fluffal from Grave. Not Fluffal, I'm sorry, an Edgem. Goddamn. And because this hand's really fucking wonky, we can make a rank 8. So let's do Poly. We'll do Cat with Sabers to make the Kraken. And then we're going to get the Poly back from Fluffal Cat. Add this back to hand. Then we're going to use these 3 to make an Appaloosa for 3. Get a fucking dice, because Konami with their bullshit rules. Can't use one fucking dice. And then we're going to Poly here, the Kraken with the Penguin for Sabertooth. And then we don't draw, because the draw effect on Penguins is a hard once per turn. But we do get to get our Kraken back from the graveyard, and we can make a rank 8 XYZ. There's a lot of negate, so anyway, the one droplet just to set for like when we run out of Appaloosa. But this is like the best board you can possibly make with this deck. The rank 8 really doesn't come up too often. This is usually your average ending board, or you can end like a Lambda with VFD. It all really depends on what you draw. But when the deck goes off, it's pretty insane. And then you're playing Fluffal, so if you have to go second, you can easily break boards in OTK. So I recommend this deck if you're looking for something different, something fun that you can compete at locals with. I don't really know how great it would be once like regionals open back up, especially if VFD gets hit. Like that's gonna be pretty ass for the deck, as like its best opening play is now nerfed. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.